Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, people of all kinds, welcome to the best show during the best part of the week, the end of the week.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend Friday.
Yo.
Damn, I don't have Rob here to scream at the top of his lungs, but it is okay. Rob and Jen are not here for this episode, which is a first. They just hate me like everybody else does in my life. But we got two special guests here today. Harry is making his return. What up, Harry? I've been here in a long time.
I know. It's a pleasure to be back.
Fun fact about Harry, too. We have a couple of episodes with him that will just never see the light of day. So, you should keep that in mind.
I'm sorry, guys. I do my best.
And all the way from Florida, he came here specifically to be on the EOW podcast because that's just how good the EOW podcast is my boy, Jonathan.
Yo.
Nice to see you guys.
What up, Jonathan? How you doing?
Already late for my flight, so we'll see how
This is more important.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely.
So, in the spirit of that, we thought it would be interesting because during the pandemic, and I mean, even really before that, a lot of people were migrating from New York to Florida. And Jonathan, well, he moved before that, but he is a New York native who moved to Florida. Harry visits him pretty frequently. So we thought it might be interesting to compare and contrast the differences between New York and Florida that many people might not think about.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd like to just start to say, Florida and New York are two different kinds of, animals. So, the spirit and the energy of each environment's completely different. I find New York to be very, very alive. You see all the little details, whether you're walking or taking the train or the bus. I find that Florida, you don't really get that people interaction because you're mostly driving around and whatnot. You spend a lot of the time there in your car. That is the main way to commute. So I find that you lose that sort of connection with the people and the environment around you. So I almost find there's a disconnect with the people that I do interact with. I find them almost not to be as real or as personable.
In Florida?
Yeah, in Florida.
You know damn well that in New York.
For sure. Not in New York. New York, there's even with people that you don't know, there's a level of connection with those people because you're doing all the same things with them. You're on the train with them, where it's kind of a big, I don't want to say family, but it's almost there's something there. There's a common ground for everyone.
A natural connection.
Yeah, a natural connection.
I get what you're saying.
And you think that's a pro to New York? Because I don't know, man. Sometimes I'd be pretty tight on the train.
No. I mean, yeah, when you hit that signal malfunction and you're stuck in the middle of the tunnel for 30 minutes, you're going to be pretty mad. But, I mean, I feel there is a natural connection because, when you do, when you're stuck on the train, everyone is kind of stuck together. It's not just
we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll give New York the pro to that, but there's just been so many times in Florida where it's just what's wrong with the people there, man? There are we see the Florida man jokes and Florida man this and that, but there is truth to it.
There's truth behind those things.
People down there are weird.
They be going crazy?
Yeah.
Buying alligators and shit?
Exactly.
Florida man fights alligator.
Did you ever see an alligator yet? In the wild?
I've seen them.
Really?
Yeah.
Just naturally through Florida.
Oh, you mean on the street?
Not all right.
Well,
not
no,
on the
it's
street,
not
but
in a zoo or
Yeah.
a place. You just were somewhere and you saw
in
an
a
alligator.
backyard or in a private community.
Well, no, not that deep, but I've seen them on the river, kind of.
Okay.
When I would go kayaking, they're just out there.
Yeah, but that's
I mean, that's kind of scary.
yeah, but you know how you see stuff on Facebook, Instagram and stuff of gator 50-foot gator walks into Florida man's house, like
Uh,
that, like just like in the area. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've
you know how you live in that little area kind of thing, like
Yeah, yeah.
that kind of thing. Like, you got a big ass lake in the back. Like, what about that?
No, I've never seen that at all.
Well, maybe one day.
I feel like y'all lie.
Hopefully not. Come on, bro. What do I gotta lie about?
He's smirking right now. Like, yo, I feel like y'all lie, bro. Like, I feel like y'all hide these gators because I've been there multiple times. I've never seen one gator. River, no river, nothing. Or bear. Y'all swear y'all got bears.
So you're saying that they just don't exist?
all right. They exist, but only in like captivity kind of thing.
I mean,
In Florida.
if a tree falls in a forest and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
All right, don't do this to me. Right now. We're not doing this right now. But
Yes,
I know
make
y'all
sense.
onto something. I know y'all onto something. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I definitely have seen the
yeah.
bears though.
Oh, so now we're getting to the Bears.
Yo,
No, we do have.
Wouldn't it
black
be
bears.
too like hot?
that's what I'm saying, bro. They don't got bears.
No, like during.
Oh, actually, no, that's not true because bears hibernate in New York in the winter. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I guess so.
No, dude. Like I've seen them, and my roommate stopped walking my dog.
Y'all
because
said
of
y'all
it.
got like a ring video, right? I
Yeah.
need to see that.
Absolutely,
All
I
right.
got you.
All right, I won't forget.
Did you ever see Bigfoot?
That
Or like the chupacabra.
Well, he's not in Florida.
no, that's like in
It's in New Mexico.
in like New Mexico,
Never know with Florida.
I mean, maybe.
maybe Texas, like the border states a little
I
bit.
seen something about that
Yeah.
recently.
What do you see?
Real shit. I'm not lying. A zoo in Texas. They found like this picture. And now
They
they
found a
asking-
chupacabra.
Well, they found this picture of like some creature. And now they thinking it's like some chupacabra kind of thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Florida got that. Y'all, listen. I love Florida, but it's weird.
We just have crazy ass people
And things.
and gators.
And creatures. You don't have gators, but
And in northern Florida, we have like I think jaguars too. So
all right.
no, not
Stop. Stop.
not jaguars. Sorry, the cougars.
Stop,
See, that
bro.
makes more sense.
There's a video. Of
Can
it.
you stop defending?
Well, I'm
him?
not.
Like,
I'm just saying things that make sense. I don't know if it's true. I'm just saying.
Listen, man.
Look, if I go to Florida, I go to Disney. All right, or fucking you know. Actually, that's not even true. Never mind. Scratch that. But continue. You see, this is
I gotta see it to believe it. I'm sorry.
we can have a topic here, and it just completely goes off the rails immediately, as you just saw. I mean, we were just saying the differences between New York and Florida, and somehow we ended up talking about chupacabras. So, just keep that in mind. But maybe to bring it back a little bit, you're a big foodie. You're into food and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So
Where do you think the better food spots are at? New York or Florida?
New York, 1,000%.
So New York is 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah, 2 for 2. But when I did first move down to move down to Florida, the food scene, absolute garbage.
It's trash?
1,000%. But Florida has been coming up a little bit, especially Orlando's food scene. So I will give them a point there. I mean, like things are definitely coming up there. I think we're getting taken. Well, Orlando's getting taken a little bit more seriously. Michelin Guide just came to Florida for the first time. So
Really?
yeah, Florida just got awarded 15 Michelin stars across Miami, Tampa, and Orlando collectively. So, I mean, the food scene definitely, they're getting a little bit serious for sure.
Okay. So New York gonna be in there. All right. What about nightlife? Going out to bars or clubs, I guess. Anything like that.
I mean, downtown Orlando, definitely like the nightlife is like there, but everything kind of like closes at, depending on the day, at least. Like if you're going to a bar, like it closes about like at 2 a.m. But I don't know if I'm just like biased, but I do appreciate New York's mantra, like the city that never sleeps. So, I mean, I find that you can, depending on who you are or what you want to do, you can find something to do in New York at any hour of the day. People are sleeping, there's something to do.
True. But there, you do have to keep in mind there's the old saying, nothing good happens after 2 a.m. So, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
true.
so
That's
that might
true.
be a plus that everything
Yeah.
closes.
that might be a plus.
Let me tell you, Bell Boulevard past 2, you're in the twilight zone
I
at
got
that
you.
point.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd say it's a pretty solid nightlife. Like there's definitely like a lot of different like bars depending on what you want to do. I'd say like there's definitely a lot of like nice places to check out depending on like what you're into.
And then, of course, you have the amusement parks, which is definitely a plus, I would imagine.
Yeah, I guess like that. I think that's one reason why people kind of like overlook Florida as a state. I mean, like I'm sure you guys have seen like that map of the U.S. and how foreigners like think like what the different regions are, and like the whole upper north region is like New York, and then like Florida is like they just call it like Disney World, and then there's California and stuff. So I think one knock there that has held the state back is just people look to Florida for Disney. But I will say that there is like a lot more. I personally like I've been to the parks. I know people that frequent them, and I think that's a little bit extra. But one thing that I personally enjoy is kind of like the the rivers. I like kayaking. It's a really, really nice reset, and kind of like gets you away from like I guess the craziness of life.
It's nice. Kayaking is fun. I mess with that.
So like, since you've like been down there for how many years now?
I want to say I left when I was like 22, and now I'm 28 now, so it's been
Solid 6 years.
yes,
So like,
6 years.
because
in
I'm like
August.
thinking about this now because I never really thought about it, but like, are you like tired of Disney World and like, I guess Universal now that you've been there for 6 years? Like it, like how like if I'm going, I'm like shit. Like,
It's
about to
lit.
be lit. Like
Yeah.
like I'm excited to go. Like, are you just like damn? It's another.
It's
day at
like his
Universal?
it's like
yeah.
his alley pond for us.
Yeah,
or something,
yeah,
you
like
know what I
that.
mean?
Well, not so much like Alley Pond, but it's almost like, like native New Yorkers, like you've never seen the ball drop on New Year's, or we've
Or like
never-
people like going to the city here, and I'm
Yeah.
over here just like, I don't really give two shits about the city. Like,
yeah, it's
Okay.
we've never been to the not Staten Island, the Statue of Liberty. It's like one of those things. Like, why would I do that? But yeah, it's kind of like
Well, I feel like that's kind of different, though, because if you go to Universal or Disney, like, you're definitely going to have a good time.
no, absolutely.
If I go to the Statue of Liberty, I might not have a good time, to be honest with you.
That's true. That's true. But I mean, like in that same right, like sure, it is always fun, but then I remember a time where where there actually was like some sort of down season, like you could hit all the rides like multiple times and like actually have fun. But it's definitely, I find that COVID has affected things in like a negative way. Like I feel like because everyone was cooped up for a while, now like everyone is on that, like I need to be outside. So when you go to the parks, it's like you're in lines, and that shit is not fun in like 90-degree weather and whatnot. So for me, at least at this time of the year, it's just like
I mean, that makes sense.
whatever. You know?
I feel that. And how you go often? So we're not going to go through every category again, but what do you think?
I mean, the gist.
Just.
Every time I go there, I do enjoy the food a lot. Like, it's a change, I guess you can say. Like, it's different. Like, it's, the stuff you get here is just convenient, shitty junk food with occasional overpriced spots that are really good, or this random place that does crazy shit and it tastes mad good, but then it's like an hour away. Like, Florida, everything's just a little bit more convenient over there in terms of stuff like that. Like, and I don't know. I mean, everything I've tried over there, I haven't really been let down. Anything Jonathan showed me, like, I find Florida to be like in some way agreeing with you. Like, it's definitely calming. New York's rowdy. Like, New York's the levels over here. Florida, the levels over here. But not in a bad way. Like, Florida's just a relaxing state. You go there 90% of the time it's for vacation, to just enjoy the weather or go to Disney, Universal. I enjoy Florida. It ain't New York, because New York, like you said, is city never sleeps. It's always active, live, popping. Florida, I haven't really seen much of its.
People go to bed.
Yeah. Listen, I hate Florida and I love Florida. Florida's weird. That's the best way to put it. Enjoyable, but weird.
I will say that the benefit of Florida is that everything is within like 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Like everything is spread out, but for
Anytime I've asked you,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, so how far is this place? 20 minutes. Yo, we're going to go here today. All right, how far is this place? 20 minutes.
Well, the traffic is probably a lot less, right?
Yeah, compared to New York,
I can't drive anywhere at certain times anymore.
Yeah, it's like you avoid it.
I
like,
can't.
Like five to like 4 to like 6:30.
Yeah, I'm not
over
leaving.
here.
No, even sometimes now I'd be forgetting. I'll leave my house around 2. Oh, I fucked up. The kids are getting out of school.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, there's just no winning.
Yeah, over there it ain't really like that from what I've seen. You know better than me on that, but I've never really seen traffic. Every time I'm over there and I drive, I've never seen traffic.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like it might not exist like these Gators. That's all I'm gonna say.
nah, they definitely do have traffic.
I ain't got Gators.
People in Florida don't know how to drive.
And
I
don't
will
have Gators.
let you know that right now. Like
yeah.
it starts raining, people throw on their hazard lights.
Hmm.
It's pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah. Hazard lights.
Like a
Normal
little
people
rain,
or,
like a drizzle.
Yeah, hazard lights.
We're not talking like like elderly people who
No.
have trouble seeing.
Hazard lights. Like they have
This is why I call y'all weird.
like they have, I don't know who y'all is, but they have those like little construction signs where it's like letting you know, like, hey, like during this day and time, like this road is going to be closed due to construction. They have those signs to let people know, don't throw on your hazard lights when it starts raining.
Oh my God.
But people still do it.
That's embarrassing for y'all. I'm sorry, but
That is pretty insane.
that's sad. That's sad. I mean, New York's the same, just without the hazard lights.
Yeah, people just
one
forget
drop
how
of
to
rain and
drive.
people forget how to drive.
One
Don't
snow
let me
flurry.
get- don't
One
let me
snow
talk about
flurry.
Snow, bro.
Hands off the wheel,
Snow,
bro. I don't
yeah.
know how to drive anymore.
Snow is y'all need to learn how to drive in New York because y'all are awful. But one drop of rain and I see New York has its perks, but like I like Florida because I love cars. I love Florida for its roads. Florida's roads are insane. Like I've never seen one pothole.
No,
Every crack and crevice in New York has a pothole.
no, the roads are like a trick. Like I remember when I used to visit Florida, I'd be like, oh my God, like the roads are amazing. Like why?
Like what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
And now you about to tell me it's not.
And then I live there and the roads are garbage.
Yo, come on. So
wait.
wait.
So they lured you in with good roads.
Yeah.
But then when you get there, the roads are trash.
Yeah, hook, line, and sinker.
Is this like some
Wow.
Twilight Zone thing where I'm about to walk there? Like once they know I live there, the
Yeah.
roads just turn to shit?
Absolutely.
Because I was just there like last month, and the roads seemed completely fine to me then too.
That's how they get you.
It's because you don't.
Yo,
They almost got him.
nah,
Almost.
Bro. Yo, I'm telling
But
you, man,
alright.
no roads are nice.
So that maybe that'll alleviate some of the. I don't think really a New York Florida debate is a thing, but maybe we're gonna start it. But I do have one more thing. Is it true that Florida has better pizza and created the bacon, egg, and cheese and the chopped cheese?
What?
All right, I'm joking.
Thank you. Yo,
Thank you
what?
so much for watching. Let us know, what do you think is a better state overall, New York or Florida? I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of New York, unless we have a big Florida following. I don't know. Maybe we will now after Jonathan. But like, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching.
Have a good night, guys.
Good one.